Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on a simple necklace using some beads and one of the little locket pieces from Frankenstein from the Magical Mystery Bead Box by Jesse James Beads January Box Book Club. Now these are all kinds of little beads in here. Like I said, we're going to work with Frankenstein today. And Frankenstein. And we're going to make a simple necklace. So let's turn down and I will show you what we're going to do. Okay, we have got the little locket piece from Frankenstein. I think these are so cute. That's a little locket. We have from my stash, we have got a bail, a lobster claw, and some jump rings. And we also have some wire. What we're going to do is we're going to take this chain. This chain also came in the Magical Mystery Bead Box. It is paper clip chain. I don't have a lot. I don't want this to be a long necklace. I think I probably have 17 or 18 inches. 12. I have about 17 and a half. And that's fine. It'll still go to 18 once we get our lobster claw and stuff on. So I also am going to make some spirals from this wire. And actually, we're going to need to do those really soon. So how we do that is we get our bell making pliers. We want about that size of hole down there. So we'll just get some wire off of here. Well, if I can find the end, we'll get some wire off of here. Should be. Oh, I see it. It's right there. Right there. Okay. So we'll just bring some wire up. And all we're going to do is we're just going to make a spiral here. Let's see if this is sharp here on this end. Nope, it looks like we've trimmed it already. So put your pliers right in there. And then you're just going to twist her around for as many spirals as you want. I think I'm going to want 2 of 5 and 2 of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to the other side and count. That is just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need one more. 5. We come over here to where it meets, and we'll cut that off right there. So there's 1, 5. Now if this first one doesn't sit quite properly, you can try and fix it. And if it won't fix, if it looks like it's not going to fix in the first place, what I would do is to make another spiral and just cut that original one off, because sometimes it doesn't want to sit quite right. So let's make another 5. So we'll put now this one, it does have a sharp edge because I just cut it. So we're going to have to cut the sharp edge off, like so. Now we're going to do that again, where we do 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Oh, I went past the end, so we can cut this off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I mean. So this one is not too bad. It's not sticking up too horrible. But if it is, just take your wire cutters or your flush cutters and just clip that little bit off the end. So it's really not doing too bad. Now we want to face this and cut this off about right where that is over there. Now I bent this out, so I'm going to have to bend it back. If I can't get it to bend back all the way, you can see I'm still over where the other side is. I'm overlapping, so I'm going to cut a little more off. So now we have 2 5 spirals. Now the 5 spirals are going to go on the ends. So we're going to need 2 7 spirals. So let's just get 2 more spirals out, but these 2 7 instead of 3. Instead of 5. So in there, right there, bring her around. There's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, this would be where we would be stopping if we were doing just 5, but we're doing 7. So 6 and 7. Now since this one is sticking up a little bit, I'm going to go over some so that when I cut this, I've got space to cut the other side too. And we want to be careful when we cut. We don't want to cut more than our first row here. But see how this side over here is sticking up just a teeny bit. Well, I don't want it to stick up, so we're going to just cut that teeny bit off there. See, we still have room. It hasn't made it there. And let's make sure we got 7 here. Yep, there's 7. So there's the 7 one. Now we need 1 more 7. So we'll get some more wire out here. This one has a sharp end, so we're going to cut it off. And we're going to wrap 7 wraps. So 1. That one's definitely going to have some cut off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 'That one's bending outward some, so we want to fix that. And 7. Okay, let's count that, make sure we got the right amount before we cut it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we do. So I'm going to cut this first little spiral right here. I'm going to cut it off because it's hanging up. So then we're going to turn around and we're going to cut this one. Well, because I cut so much off here, and I needed to, and I actually need to cut a little bit more off, I'm going to put this back on the mandrel or on the bell making plier and do a little bit more because I need that rounded spot right there. So this is where I need to cut it. Is right there. So now we have our two 7 pieces. So now that we have our pieces done, it's time to put it together. So now we need to put these pieces together. So our I'm going to put the lobster claw on the one end because it will keep any pieces from sliding back off after we got them on. Well, on that one side anyway. And let's face it, with this chain, I'm not going to be able to use a bead stopper. So we'll just tighten that up. Uh-oh, that bent. There we go. So I don't really like the way that looks, but let's see if I can straighten it up some. Okay, that's better. So anyway, we're just going to slide our pieces on now, and we're going to start with one of our spirals. So because this is going to sit here, we're going to keep the large one on this side, or in the middle, and then we'll start with one of these 5s. So we're just going to take our chain and feed it through our pieces here. Or feed our chain through, yeah, feed the chain through the pieces. In the tube, now one of these large hole glass beads. Then it's going to be this bigger tube here, or I should say the bigger spiral. Now we're going to put on our bail for our little book, our other bigger spiral, the bead, the tube, and the last of our wire spirals. Now that we have all those pieces on, we can put our other jump ring in over here. This jump ring is bigger than these, see, so it won't go through. So it'll stop things from sliding back off over on this side. It also is where your lobster claw, of course, is going to grab. So there we go. And the last step is to open up our last little jump ring here. And put our Frankenstein onto our bail. There we go. Our little fun little necklace is finished. All we need to do now is, oh, this is still a little crooked, it looks like. That's better, though it's still not pretty. Hook our lobster claw onto our jump ring here. And our little necklace is finished. Isn't that cute? So there we go. There's our Frankenstein necklace. It's a little bit off center right now. I need to get her to move some. There we go. Small. It's not going to be very long, but I didn't think we wanted it to be very long with that the little book pendant locket there. Isn't that cute? This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been working with the January Jesse James Beads Magical Mystery Bead Box Book Club, the Frankenstein set. I hope you enjoyed making this with me. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.